Hi and welcome to my kitchen. I am showing you how to make chicken enchiladas today. Now, if you've ever been given a recipe that seemed like a favorite family recipe and you wished you had the recipe, this is going to be that kind of recipe for you. And it's so easy to have the staples on hand. So when I roast a chicken, I cut up some chicken. I reserve it for this recipe specifically. When I make rice sometimes, I'll make extra so I can freeze it and I'll have it for this recipe. You've seen me freeze cheese. This is frozen. And pretty much everything else, with a few exceptions, over here are our basic staples. So we've got some rotel, some enchilada sauce, different olives. I am using Greek yogurt instead of sour cream today, and some green onion. Let's put it all together. So far I have the rice, the green onion, and the chicken in my wok. This is the stainless non-stick wok, and we're gonna prep a few of the other ingredients. Really all we're doing in the skillet is getting things warmed up. So I've got a can of green chilies. We're using mild today. If you happen to live in a part of the world where you can get fresh green chilies or the roasted kind, you are lucky. So in my area, that's what I can get. So we're gonna add either some salsa or just a can of rotel. I am using mild ingredients today for our preference. And if you want some spice, you can certainly go with something spicier. Pull that lid off your can just by lifting like this. This is a smooth edge can opener, so there won't be anything sharp when we're done. Now, I'm going to show you how to take the can lids off like this if you want to pull tab them. I prefer to use my smooth edge can opener on this, but I know that some of you are going to want to pull the tab. So this is the 5-in-1 opener. This side here slips into your tabs so you can lift it easily, especially if you have a manicure. And then this hook makes it easier for you to pull back like that. We want to go ahead and drain these olives. So this is called the can strainer, and it works well too on tuna. So you can press it inside of the can rather than pushing it on the outside of the can for tuna. I'm going to put most of them into the pot, but I'm going to save a few for garnish at the end. So there we go. We'll save that many for the end. Okay, let's get the green olives done. Now, this is a different ingredient. I never would have thought to put green olives into this, but it totally works. So your 5-in-1 opener has a bottle opener on this side. It opens up your water bottles on this side. Obviously, your cans tabs here. But you can use this side to break the seal. So you're just gonna hook it on the edge of your can, and you're gonna lift just until you have a little bit of a dent in the can. It's hard to see because the top or into the jar is black, so it's hard to see, but it made it very easy to open up. So we're gonna go ahead and slice these olives. Lots of you love the cup slicer for fruit. It's great for your olives as well. Just hop it from pile to pile, press straight through. And then when you get to the final, press it through here, and you can see they're all sliced. Let's put those into the pan. And we'll go ahead and add our Greek yogurt. Just pop that in. The Greek yogurt combined with that salsa will make kind of it's gonna make it kind of saucy. And then I'm gonna add about half a cup of the cheddar cheese. It's fine if it's even frozen still. Just gonna stir everything up until it's heated through. And that filling will be ready then for our tortillas. Okay, we're ready to assemble. So I'm gonna take the green chili enchilada sauce. This is my favorite kind for this. You can definitely use a red sauce if you want to, and you're just gonna pour enough of the sauce to coat the bottom. I like to use a square pan and just make as many as will fill it. That's enough for about 4 servings. If you're gonna make it for a crowd, this whole thing here will fit into a 9 by 13. So you can decide how much you wanna do. I'm gonna show you how we make it for a single meal and a lunch the next day, and then you can freeze the mixture to bake on a different day. So go ahead and add your chicken mixture to the middle here. I like to fill them up pretty well. These tortillas were actually left over in the freezer as well. So if you can't use a full package, don't be afraid to fill it up. And then just roll it, and then you'll just put it same side down into your baker like this. We're ready to add the sauce. So just take that whole can. So if you're gonna make a 9 by 13, get a couple of these, just pour over the top. And it will soak in. And you're gonna take some more of your cheese. You can use pepper jack if you want to. This is just cheddar. Take those olives and sprinkle those on top. Maybe you don't like the olives, I don't know. Some people love them, some people don't. You need to cover it with foil, and it will be ready to bake at 375 for about 30 to 35 minutes. You'll take your foil off the last 5 to 7 minutes just to help the cheese melt just a little bit more. And then I want to show you what I do to make these ahead. So I took the extra, I had enough for 4 more. So I'm wrapping them in packages of 2 with foil. So these are going to go into the freezer. And on a night, when I want an easy night, all I have to do is thaw these. So I'll just put them in the fridge overnight to thaw. And then the next day, all I need to do is just get a can of the enchilada sauce and do that step, adding a little bit to the bottom, add my enchiladas, more sauce, cheese on top, and that's an easy dinner. So there you go, enchiladas for tonight, and then for a couple meals down the road.